Hello out there. My name is Joan and I'm going to take you through a series of chair asana. It's going to be very simple. We just need a chair with a tall back and no armrests, an open chair. And we'll start just by moving around a little bit. Just moving your hands and your fingers and your shoulders and your hips and your legs and your ankles. Just move around slowly a little bit. And as you're doing that, be on the lookout for any parts of the body that are a little stiff or a little sore. So we'll make this class go from head to toe if we have time. So any place that is sore, we should be able to touch on. But we will start out by taking off our shoes and using just our bare feet. So the first thing we're going to do is do some yoga breathing. So I'd like to you to think about those areas in your body that were a little stiff or sore, or if something is troubling you in your mind or spirit, if that's appropriate for you. We will breathe into the third eye, which is right between the eyebrows. So we'll start with 3 rounds of deep breaths, breathing in and breathing in right to the spot where it's needed. And there are 2 ways that you can really breathe out, and that is the release. So breathe out, you can sigh it out. Or you can expel it out. So those are the choices. Do whichever one you prefer, and you can change it if you want to. So now let's focus on that first spot that seemed a little bit stiff or sore, or something that you're troubled about. So we'll take our first big breath in through the nose. Pause, let that breath settle. Exhale and release that negative energy. And round 2. Big breath in, directing your breath. Pause, let it settle. Exhale and release. And then round 3. Big breath in, directing your breath to wherever you need it. Maybe it's a different part. Maybe it's your body or your mind or your spirit. Big breath in. Pause, let it settle. Exhale and release. And moving forward, we're going to do another release. This is the kind of release that is from deep inside. And it's very effective to form images of a person, place, or thing that's bothering you or that you're disturbed by. So I'm going to do one demonstration. These are called lion's poses. So your hands go up, you take a big deep breath in, your tongue comes flying out, and you say, "Blah!" Boy, is that a release. So we'll do 2 of those. So, big breath in, hands come up, get those images ready, and blah! One more time. Big breath in, hands come up, get the images ready, and blah! And then we'll bring our bodies to stillness. And we're going to sit back in the chair, well grounded, and we're going to bring our hands to heart center. And then we're going to reach out and up, bringing the shoulder blades back, breathing in all the way up to the top of your head, headed for the ceiling. And hands come together, and we bring them down. And we're going to go out and up, breathing in on the way up and out on on the way down. And we'll do 2 more, but we're going to do them in a different direction. So breathe in, bring your hands down, arms go out, reach up, lift those shoulders and bring the hands down to heart center. And then we're going to go back up, breathing in. But we're just going to leave our hands a little bit separated. So your arms should be in alignment with your shoulders. And we're going to begin to stretch out the side body and the neck and the shoulders. So that we're going to dip to the left. Upper arm is right by your ear, and breathe in. And exhale down to the right. And breathe in up to the left, breathe out and down. 1 more. Breathe in, up, and down to the side. And now we're going to move our legs apart, come a little bit more forward on the chair, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with the arms going to the left, but we're going to keep going around, reaching for the floor, but no worries if you can't reach the floor. And then reach up, and we're going to go the other way, all the way around. And 1 more on each side. So breathe in, exhale down, reaching and stretching. Feel how this feels. And 1 more to the other side. Breathing, staying with the breath. The breath is the most important part of yoga. And then we're going to take our left hand, swivel it to the top of the chair, and our right hand is going to go to the left thigh. And we're going to use the top of the chair for leverage. So we're going to twist, and you can twist your head if you want, looking up over the chair, and hold it and breathe, enjoying and feeling that twist in the side body in the area of the obliques. And then we're going to take a nice big deep breath and reach up and around and come to the other side and twist. Breathing in, breathing up. Just a little bit more if you want to. Bring your shoulder, your chin to the shoulder if that feels good. Nothing forced. There is no pain in yoga. And then we're going to reach our arms up again and bring them down to our lap. So a lot of tension is held in the neck and the shoulders. So we're going to do some tension relieving exercises and stretches in the neck and the shoulders. The first thing we're going to do is take a nice big deep breath in and drop your left ear toward the left shoulder. Breathe naturally, feeling that stretch on the other side. And then we're going to inhale and exhale the right ear toward the right shoulder. Nothing forced. You can certainly feel a stretch. That's not a bad thing, but nothing like pain. And back up, breathing in, and back over, breathing down. And then we're going to bring the chin to the chest. Just let it sit here for a breath or two. And then we're going to tip the head back. And we're going to move the jaw. Move the jaw. Lots of tension is held in the jaw. Clenching teeth has no place in yoga. And chin back to the chest. And so Let's make some little circles. Just little circles at first. So your chin is at the chest, and we're going to take a nice inhale and direct the chin over toward the left shoulder. Keeping that circle going, looking up toward the ceiling, coming all the way down to the right shoulder, and keep it going to chin to chest, and all the way over, and all the way up. And now we're going to allow these circles to become a little bit bigger, reaching the head out, stretching through the neck. And pretty soon, we're going to add the torso and the shoulders to this. So the circles get bigger and bigger. And your forehead comes toward the knees. Feel how this feels. Always be mindful of the body. Feel the shape of this nice continuous circle. And we'll go one more round, and then we'll come up and we'll go the other way. So tiny circles now going the other way, so it would be counterclockwise. Little circles at first, breathing in, breathing out. Feel how it feels. Listen to the body. Start to feel the stresses and the tension slip away. Moving slowly and gently as you make these circles bigger and bigger. Adding the shoulders and the torso. And keeping the head moving with the forehead dropping toward the knees. And we'll come up and come back to center seated. So let's do some shoulder rolls just to get our shoulders moving. You can do nice, slow, low shoulder rolls, or you can expand and make them bigger. Breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. And we'll bring that to stillness, and we'll go the other way. So the front of the shoulders moving toward the front. Long, slow and low, or larger. And we'll bring that to stillness. And then we're going to lift the shoulders up toward the ears on an inhale and exhale them down. And inhale up and exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now, this class, actually, most of it can be done with your eyes closed, which is very relaxing. But if that's not good for you, you leave your eyes open the whole time until we get to the end. So, now we are going to bring our hands out in front of us and make fists. Gentle fist, open the hands, spread the fingers, and we're going to twist to the side, playing the piano, moving those fingers, moving the shoulders, the obliques at your waist, and come back through center and over to the other side, twisting and breathing, keeping those fingers moving. Fingers are very, very important. And then we're going to go over to the other side again, come through middle, and then over to the other side. And bring your hands back to your lap. And we're going to take the left arm, we're going to make a stop sign. We're going to take the right fingers and press back on the fingers so you feel a stretch going right up the wrist. And if you hold it long enough, you'll feel it go even further up. Elbows are soft, very slightly bent. Wrist is as relaxed as you can make it, so it would bends back even a little bit further. And then we're going to release that. The palm is going to go up, and we're going to pull down on the fingers, relaxing the wrist as much as you can. You'll feel a little bit of a different stretch going up that arm. This is so good if you spend a lot of time at a computer keyboard, which of course many of us do. And then we'll go to the other side. So make that stop sign. Fingers come, relax the wrist and press back as much as you can. No pain. It's important to feel the stretch, but no pain. Listen to the body. And then we'll flip that palm up and press down. And feel that stretch all the way up the wrist, all the way up the elbows. And now we'll start working on well, there are a couple of more things actually that I wanted to do. So make some wrist twirls. It doesn't matter whether you go clockwise or counterclockwise. And then go back and go in the other direction. And then we're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more point. One more flex. Now, let's start working on the lower body. So we're going to sit very much forward, the edge of your chair, and we're going to lean back. So you're at a little bit of a slant. And we're going to lift the left leg right up to your chest, as close as you can come to that. Listen to your body. Do only what you can do comfortably. And then we're going to stretch that leg out and put your hands behind the knee and pull that leg up as far as you can, flexing the ankle, feeling that stretch going up the back part of the leg. You can stroke it a little bit if you'd like to. And then we're going to let that leg slowly drift toward the floor. And then bring it back up, put the hand behind the knees, and we're going to guide this leg over to the right. So crossing the opposite knee, and hold it and breathe, and feel that stretch right in the hip adductors, right in the hip area. Hold it and breathe, and then we're going to stretch that leg out to the side, flexing the ankle and feeling that stretch, the inside of the thigh. So I overdid that a couple of days ago, and it hurts. So I'm hoping that this stretch will help to feel it better. And then we're going to go back over to the other side, always guiding the leg, feeling that stretch, that sensitivity, that area where we hold so much of our tension in the hips. And back over to the other side. And then we're going to bring that leg out, bend the knee. Hands are behind the knee, supporting it. And we're going to make little circles with the knee. Working out with our knees is so, so important to balance and standing and keeping that joint flexible. And then we'll go the other way. And we'll allow that leg to come back to the floor and repeat the process on the other side. So hug that thigh to the chest as much as you can. And release that leg out and bring it up and stretch it as much as you can without forcing, feeling that stretch going all the way up the back of the leg. And then we're going to bring the leg down, opposite the other knee, and bring it across the body, feeling that stretch and pull in the hip area. And then taking it back over to the other side and feeling the stretch in the upper thigh region. And back to the other side. Feel how this feels. Feel the shape of this as we move back and forth. And then we'll bring the knee bent and we'll make little circles. And we'll make little circles going the other way. And allow that leg, flexing the ankle, to come back to earth. And then we're going to lift the opposite leg again and make really big circles, making that hip flex, making it work, stretching it out, removing some of the stiffness that we acquire in our hips sitting at a desk all day, as many of us do. And then we'll go the other way. You can point your toe or keep your toes in neutral on this if you like. You don't have to flex the ankle, but you can if you want to. Whatever feels good. Let your body tell you what feels good. And then we'll bring that knee down and go to the other leg and do exactly the same thing. Reaching, making big circles. Working through that hip. And then we'll go the other way. You might hear some little crackling or little sounds, which are nothing to worry about. It's just your leg moving when it hasn't moved this way in a while. Very good. And then we'll bring the leg up and let it float. Just let it float down. And for the next thing we'll do is to spread your legs apart, come to the edge of the chair, and we're going to fold forward at the hips, right here, right where your thigh meets your hip. We're going to bend forward. Arms are going to go out to the side, and we're going to come up and go back down. Feeling that stretch where you feel it. And moving slowly and gently, breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. Out on the way down. And then cross your hands, sit up, and bring your hands around to your shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here, and we're going to turn the head to the left. And we're going to turn our shoulders to the opposite direction. Looking out, and then switch. Turn your head to the other side, and your shoulders come to the other opposite side. Hold it and breathe. Once more, each side. Hold it and breathe. And then bring your hands back to your lap comfortably. So we'll do one more set of movements before we close our class. And we're going to reach out and up. Shoulders come back. Head goes back a little bit. Shoulder blades come back. Breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. Just letting your arms float. And once more. We'll do two more actually. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Breathe up, breathe in. And breathe out. Now we'll close our class with a typical chant for peace, which I use in all of my yoga classes. So we take a big breath in and chant Om, which sounds like this. Om. And then we chant Shanti, Shanti, Shanti 3 times, which means peace in Sanskrit. And then peace, peace, peace 3 times. So, big breath in. Chant Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. The light and energy honors the light and energy in each and every one of you who are watching. Take with you what serves you from this class, what feels good, and leave everything else behind. Peace to all. Love to all. Namaste.